your noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your bolts from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wicky till they Matilda, hee hee.
And we start off with the chipmunk. That's actually the quickest so far. Hello. Well, we can all hear you. It's just chipmunk voice, so it's a little hard to hear. A little hard to understand. I think I understood what he was saying,
I sure shit fucking didn't.
but I think he said something like, "Let's see how we're doing." Well, if that is the case, I am dead inside, as usual. Bow, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Hopefully better than us. Work has been killing me. Busy. But I doesn't need to worry about that because he looks for bubbles.
If I hear you downplay what I fucking do for a living one more fucking time, I'm going into insane detail of what I actually do.
Oh, I'm just fucking with you.
Listen, Grease Monkey, if I wanted to listen to people's shit talk, I'd go and throw money at an engineer to make your life harder.
I work with an engineer, okay? So I already know this pain. Yeah, one of my coworkers is a fucking engineer, and oh my
Punch
god,
him in
let
the
me tell
dick for
you.
me.
Oh, we shit talk him so fucking much. And even worse, he agrees with us.
You really need some motivating tunes.
Die. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your bones from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wakey till they Matilda, hee hee. Die. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your bones from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wakey till they Matilda, hee hee.
Oh, and Mac Toaster. There's been a couple times already, Cicero. There's been a couple times.
But you showered with a toaster? Calling you senpai?
The forbidden bath bomb is a toaster.
Okay, calm the fuck down there.
I just wanted to know if the song helped, Alan. You feel better now?
Totally helped. I worked a double today. Well, 7 to 6. So, yeah, fun. I am dead inside. Anyways,
Are you sure you're dead inside, Alan?
yes, I am dead inside. Why do you ask?
It could be worse.
Don't say that. It then gets worse. All right, Bob. What are we talking about today?
Today, since I am obligated to talk about all aspects of 40k lore and not just the glorious Imperium of Man.
Which is other parts of 40k?
Yes, apparently there is. Today we're speaking of the Night Eaters and of their many paths. Because apparently they take everything to an extreme, and by doing so, we already know the joke, murder the demon into existence.
That's not a joke. That's just fact.
They just have to ruin everything.
I mean, yeah.
That's what happens when you get bored.
You could just not.
Where's the fun in that?
No, only the Imperium. Dead inside a typical AdMech tech priest. Only the brain is alive. I think I
Hello,
broke. Oh, it's a
Cicero.
professor. Hello, professor. The forbidden
Oh.
bath bomb. I'm bad from the Red Cross for donating toasters at Christmas in a box that said bath toys.
But yes,
Hello, I think. Hello, Professor. How you doing?
because of how the Eldar society is set up, they are forced to follow paths to keep them from going over a set obsessive, if you will. These
And
paths,
it fails. Still.
well, most of the time it doesn't. There are very few Eldar who follow the chaos anymore. If we're
And we
not
call those
counting,
ones Druki.
yeah, we call those ones Ducati, and we shoot those ones on sight. Or if you're a salamander, burninate, crispinate.
Only if they're children, though.
No. It didn't. Poor Volpe gets so much shit for this. And he's legitimately the only time he felt bad about killing a single fucking Xeno was the one time he murdered a child.
It's fun to hang out here. Ash, praise the Omnissiah.
Praise.
But the paths are divided onto primarily 12 known paths.
I got 12 ways they could do magic sorcery bullshittery.
Basically, their way of living. They are known as the paths of awakening, of the artisan, command, dreamer, grief, mariner, outcast, player, savant, service, the seer, and the warrior.
I have a feeling the player is a Harlequin.
What could make you give you that idea, Kyle?
That's just my guess, because I've painted players, and it's not fucking fun.
Yeah. Wow.
Played them once, never played them again. The Eldar Path, or I'm not pronouncing that. I'll let you schmucks try that. Here, guys. Go ahead. Pronounce that for me.
Alethra?
We'll go with that.
Althara?
It's something weird British.
Althara? I think Cheerio's closer than I am. Think I had the same mat once. Accidentally set it on fire. Do you know what's funny with this mat here, Professor? You're talking about setting a mat on fire. I actually burnt this mat. And this up here has like a big bubble. So I flipped it, and now I use the bottom side here because of that over here. I melted a corner of it, and it popped up.
It's pronounced worse.
I have a question, though, Kyle.
Worcestershire sauce. Soldering irons and rubbing alcohol are a good mix. Yeah, I used a heat gun because I was playing with soldering iron, and then I had a heat gun, and that's what messed my bat up.
How?
You know what also isn't a good mix? Candles. It's super glue and rubbing alcohol.
Yeah,
That does not
rubbing
sound like a good
alcohol near an
plan.
open flame definitely is not a good idea. Holy God, Bob.
I might have almost singed my face.
That's hobbycraft like 101.
Well, I noticed it. I picked it up and it fucking went off.
Candles,
Why
super glue, and
why
rubbing
did you
alcohol
have
sounds like a
rubbing
fucking
alcohol?
party.
In the beginning?
Why? Oh, to remove. I used it to remove some of the plastic cement. It gets it off really good, so it doesn't show up on the faces.
Imagine a Brit trying to speak ancient Latin while being drunk with a mouthful of tea. Any Warhammer odd name.
And sorry, that one's getting pinned.
Just need your toaster and some bubble bath.
But
Shower
yes.
with me, senpai, says the toaster.
Of these paths, the most two well-known are the paths of the warrior and the seer. But these paths are mostly to those who the most Eldar devote themselves to, because, well, they're always on the run from something. Well, most of these rules are clearly defined with their own traditions and patterns of behavior. Others are less structured with a lot and offer much less guidance. And funny enough, offer even a tiny bit of freedom, which isn't normally allowed in their society.
Oh,
Thus,
they're not free, just like a
no,
normal Brit.
uh, I'm so happy we don't have any Australians that watch our show.
Well, it's not only Australia; it's Britain that's doing that's kind
No,
of doing
no,
some BS right now.
no. It would be in Australia for the school.
Oh yeah, because well, the Australians just can't breakdance.
Jesus, that was humiliating.
What the fuck am I listening to right now? Breakdancing What?
You did
You
not
haven't
see
seen,
that.
you have not seen the Olympics lately, have you?
There's a breakdancing thing for the Olympics
I
now?
don't know. Yes, and
Apparently, yes.
The Aussies made me want to pop out my eyeballs and wash them in bleach. That's how bad they did.
I didn't even know there was a breakdancing competition in the Olympics.
didn't
When
either.
the fuck was this a
have to be
thing?
the first year they did it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, what the fuck?
But back on the topic at hand. Thus, today I shall go over the paths. But there is one thing, regardless of all the civilian paths, they still participate in battle as the path of the Guardian.
So they're like the National Guard.
Basically, yeah, they're the militia for the because Guardians, as much as you see them pop up a lot on tabletop and lore, technically, Guardians shouldn't show up unless a craft world is in deep shit.
So they're kind of like the Space Marine then, right? They're like so like the Guardians or whatever that
Imagine
the path of the Guardian that are like the regular like civilians are kind of like the Imperial Guard, and then you got those boys as like the Space Marines by like rarity sake ish.
let's put it to history. It would be an easier way to describe it. Imagine you have the British Home Army. You have the British Army, right? And
Okay.
then you have the Home Guard during the Blitz. You're tracking what I'm trying to say? That's the difference between an aspect warrior and a guardian. It's
Okay.
basically anybody who could hold a fucking gun at that point.
The Guardians are like the National Guard. They're only supposed to be put into of, oh shit, we're being invaded.
Exactly.
Give Grandpa the fucking rifle give Grandpa the M1 Garand to fight the goddamn people who are attacking us.
Okay.
I want to watch Dad's Army. Yeah, they are. To quote Cheerio, they are more like an armed mob of
Right.
citizens.
Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your boats from across the floor.
I swear to God, he had a goddamn
like you
time.
told Gamer till they
What are
hee
you talking about? I don't want to
Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your boats from across the floor. Noses your Nicky like you told Gamer till they hee
As an American, I own all but three weapons of the American GI's equipment. I have an M1 Grand. I have a Springfield Armory. I have a 1911. All I'm missing is the Thompson and the Browning automatic rifle.
Which those two are the most fucking expensive.
Well, automatics, yes. Believe me. And it's even worse if you find one that's pre-ban. Because
So it
Jesus
is automatic.
Each time I
Well-
hear that sound alert, one furry dies.
You know what? That makes up for me having to hear it. Let's just put it this way, Alan. But if it's pre-ban, it's transferable. Meaning, if I die, it gets I can sell it to give it to my kid, and that drives the price into the fucking ceiling.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm
Bob,
talking
you
about
looking to adopt?
Possibly. Yes, I know. I know it's my 1911. It's also Springfield Armory makes very nice 1911s. Dear old professor. But I was talking about the Springfield 1903, the bolt action, basically our marksman's rifle. But enough about World War II shenanigans. Back on the topic at hand. Otherwise, I will get on a tangent to last 4 hours. And we didn't come here for World War II talk. We came here to talk about 40K.
We haven't done
That's
World
not-
War II talk yet.
Oh, please, for the love of God.
Oh god, if we do a World War II talk, we're gonna be here for fucking ever with me and Bob.
Because I will say this, and this will be the only time you hear me say this. The Springfield Armory, or not the Springfield, the Lee Enfield was the nicest bolt-action rifle of World War II. That the bolt on it is so nice. I wish I could find one that wasn't sporterized.
24-hour for wait, 24 hours stream for World War II? Really? Okay.
With your
Suddenly the
4K,
stream turned into Sabaton lyrics.
You know, funny enough, you guys never answered off topic. You guys never answered my thing. I put in the royal court. I had an idea for a charity stream.
No,
one day.
shut up. We're not talking about this.
I don't know
We're
if
not
Bob
gonna
knows. Bob knows what I'm talking about. Kyle, did
Yes.
you take a look at it?
I believe you wanted us to play a game that we absolutely hate, and every time they donate, we have to play it for longer.
Yes.
And that sounds like a
No,
horrible
Absolutely
idea.
not, Ash.
It sounds like a horrible idea, but just
Bob in a
imagine.
skirt.
But our people love watching us suffer, and it would be money to a good cause.
But yeah. The
Yeah,
Lee
Eldar
Enfield was
trials.
the nicest.
In every dono, we gotta play longer.
The Enfield was the nicest bolt action. It was not the best.
Bob in a
Combat
skirt.
But back on topic of 40K.
Bob getting off the skirt topic.
Yes, aka.
Though now we will speak of the first path, known as the Path of Awakening. It is the path in which basically it's how do I say this? They start notice it's the Path of Awakening. It's basically they start becoming more trained on details, like they become OCD to the nth degree.
Aren't
They
that
can
most,
note.
though.
No, oh no, this makes them look like, what the fuck, Steve? Things that would seem insignificant or impossible to see, even to a normal Eldar, the Path of Awakening is the polar opposite to the Path of Dreaming.
Littlefoot with the Prime sub. Well, thank you. Thanks again for the
Thank
help.
you.
Was happy they see was
Yeah.
only a 2-minute fix. Well, you are very happy, or you're very happy. You are very welcome. Jesus. I'm glad we could definitely help you out, or I suppose I could help you out. So, in case nobody knows, I know Littlefoot on a personal level, and I do HVAC for a living. And they called me up, said, hey, I got this problem. What's wrong? You know, you might know what's wrong. And I went through the list with them. I said, could be this, could be that, could be that. I said, but based on this, based on what you're telling me, I think it's this. Try it. So they did, and it worked. And saved them a lot of money. So I just want to tell you the context. That's where that came from.
As I was saying, happy to have you around, but otherwise this show is going to be mostly tangent.
Hey, Bob, I just got an alert. Apparently we're at 25% of our sub goal.
Well, shit.
Do you remember what our sub goal was? Because I do, and it's been a while since we've ever talked about it.
What was it?
Do you not remember the sub goal?
Was it Bob being scared shitless?
Bob being scared shitless in VR.
AKA Bob has to go walk through a forest or an asylum.
Yes, in VR.
I don't like it.
And if everybody remembers his Cobra Chicken story, you know what's going to happen.
I swear.
Hey, Bob, I had to suffer. You have to suffer.
That's
Yeah.
And I didn't bitch out, and it made mine almost impossible.
Did you say the prayers? Oh yes, we made sure that the prayers were said. There was the incense was lit. That was first. That was number one. I said you got to make sure you have the right sacred oils. I said I'll know for sure when I hear from Alan.
Yes.
But as I was saying, basically, most people who begin the Path of Awakening is usually a preload to the path of the next path. Notice the path of the artisan. Basically, they become a critic and they go, "Wait, I can do that better," and they start making shit. It's
Yes.
mostly it's a common path.
I'll say when I hear artisan, that's what I think of.
As the artisan, it's basically the overarching path, and they start beginning things like the path of the poet, the path of the sculptor, so on and so forth. Basically, they make art.
Burn the incense, anoint it with the oils, canola or olive, extra virgin. Anime? Jesus Christ.
I have a feeling our goddamn chat right now is just ADHD to the extreme.
Our chat is way more comedic than us right now. Oh, it's so good. I'm literally in chat just having funny. Just having a good old laugh.
But basically, each one of these paths basically has conflicting schools, such as it should be a part the artist itself should be a part of their work, and others basically making themselves the art with basically bleaching their skin and marking themselves with stylistic tattoos.
So modern art.
Yeah, don't get me started. The next path, and I'm going to skip over the next path and save that one to the last, because technically that's the path somebody has to make multiple path steps to go to. The path of the dreamer. Basically, being able to dream. What movie was that? Was it Dreamscape, or was that something with Call of Cthulhu, where you could walk in your dreams and basically live out a superhero life?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't heard of anything like that.
Alan,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Dreamscape, something with Dreamscape. Basically, it's a meditative path taken by many Eldar to learn to control and direct their dreams.
You can lucid dream in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was thinking of, the dream path.
Okay, well that might be it then.
In which they stay entranced for days at a time. Usually it's required for another elder to act as a dream watcher. Basically, you start doing hedonistic shit. They kick you awake and go, listen, you need to go stand in the horny corner.
They hit you with the ball. They hit you with the horny stick.
Cease and desist. Now, one of the weirder paths is the path of the weeper, or the path of grief.
Path of grief?
Yes, because it's literally it's a path to literally become a professional weeping willow.
Okay then.
As one who grieves for the dead and suffering of the Eldar at Eldar remembrance services and funerals.
So they're a professional griever.
Yeah, I can't remember what the old profession was. A weeper? You know what I'm talking about, Alan, where you used to pay people to scream and weep at your fucking funeral.
They still do these, by the way.
Is that really a fucking job still?
Yeah, that's still a job, yes.
Wow. Of all the
There are
things
People who
that
get paid to go to a
have,
funeral and cry. Are you looking it up, Bob?
No.
finish writing manner of contraption, and I will.
I'm talking about Call of Cthulhu.
Professor, are you volunteering to make them a COC one-shot? Call of Cthulhu one-shot, I guess. I've never actually played Call of Cthulhu. I don't. Is
It's
that
suffering.
like? It's suffering?
Remember that game we used to play, Kyle? I have the board game.
Starship Troopers equals pre-40k. Starship Troopers equals Helldivers, which equals pre-40k. I remember we played one that was like the Mansions of Madness.
No, there's the other one.
The house,
it's like-
the betrayal on the house hill or something.
No. Maybe it is Mansions of Madness. No, yeah, remember Mansions of Madness?
Oh yeah, I remember playing that.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Remember how hard that fucking game was?
Depending on the outcome of some of the things, it can be rather difficult.
Cranked it up by 12, and that's called Cthulhu.
Oh God.
It's suffering. At least every time I've played it, and I've only played it 3 times.
I have never played it. I just heard horror stories, and I've seen X play it.
Oh, you know what? That's right. I caught a stream of X was playing Call of Cthulhu. I remember that. Yeah.
And if push comes to shove, make an old man Henderson.
Right.
The old man
Extra noses
Henderson.
pounces on you, ooh, you're so
Never
warm.
heard of it.
Couldn't help but notice your boats from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wakey till they were till they hee hee. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your boats from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wakey till they hee hee.
Let's just put it this way, Kyle. Imagine a character who game a game master who who was so ornery about backstories that a guy literally wrote a fucking a fucking Word document, like a fucking multi-page essay about his backstory.
Damn.
And that fucker killed several Elder Gods. It was literally the most overwritten bullshit character. And every skill he had a crazy fucking reason to be able to do it.
But it worked.
It did. Old Man Henderson is a cautionary tale. If I can find it, I will throw it in the media share for a full reading of it. But back on the Eldar paths. But yes, because other Eldar can't exactly succumb to their emotions during these things. They basically professionally teach themselves how the line of where can I get greedy and weepy-eyed without attracting she who thirsts.
Ah, okay.
Because Slanesh wants them Eldar souls.
I played a D&D one-shot Friday night where I was in, oh god, an Akaroka barbarian? Arakakra barbarian. Okay.
Named Freebird, who was Florida man who had to fight was treated like a
Who was Florida man, complete with steel chairs as weapons? Get back on the tangents. Focus, Bob. The great suck of Slanesh.
Slanesh.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. The next path is the Path of the Mariner, or also known as the Path of the Steersman. Basically, they're the Eldar Navy men.
That's what I would have guessed.
Naval
the Navy with the ships and stuff.
Basically, they're the ones who basically pilot all the ships, and that the most highest position you achieve in the Mariner, the Path of the Mariner, is the one who guides craft worlds.
So you're like the navigator, but without the weird third eye.
Yeah, you basically just drive ships around using webway gates.
At one point, I killed a kobold and used his dead body as a club, flying at a line while Freebird played. It was awesome.
Oh, Bob, this sounds like your fucking character.
In the Navy, every Eldar wipes his ass. In the Navy.
Let's just put it
whips
this
his
way.
ass. I thought I said wipes for a second. Like, wait, what?
Once upon a time, during 5th edition, I made a character called Saint. He was a Warforged. What was it? I cannot remember the big one.
Paladin. Warforged Paladin.
No, it was a Forge Cleric. And our wonderful DM decided to throw a fucking mind flare at a party of level fucking 5s. It one shots the
Based.
Paladin. I proceed to, as a Warforged Cleric, I grabbed that fucker by the tentacles, dragged him into the fire, and started beating him flat with the hammer. This character also eventually got an AC by level 6 of 27. An adamantium core, meaning I was taking half damage. And then my regular tactic was I would grab enemies by the ankles and use Searing Smite through them and beat other enemies with them. I was literally the definition of I will beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Oh, good times.
It was good times. We stopped playing that campaign when I got my hands on an anchor and we found a stat sheet for an anchor.
For an anchor?
For an
Anchor.
anchor.
Yes.
It's 4d8s. And if you have above,
4d8s?
and if you have strength above 20, it's a one-handed weapon.
Okay, then.
What happened to Yuki? Wasn't she supposed to be keeping you focused tonight? What the fuck are you talking about? Kyle, do we have a surprise?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle did something when I wasn't looking.
I'd never do something like that.
But enough of the tangents. We must get back onto the lore.
No, more tangents.
I don't think. I tried to make my little concoction, but I don't think it's going to work. It's not coming out
The
the
next-
way I want.
The next path is what I like to call the path of the moody teenager.
That's
the path of the outcast. This
No
is not a
lore,
base,
only
Mom.
tangents.
Getting close.
Basically, as I was saying, the Eldar path of the outcast. Those who desert the path are known as outcasts and follow their own path called the path of the outcast. No shit, Sherlock. I had
So
that
they
written in
left
my
the path to join a path.
though basically the Eldar mind is always in overdrive where they're constantly, how do I say this? We see so many colors, right? Now imagine the human brain is always on DMT and meth. That's what it's like to be an Eldar. You see all the colors, you hear all the sounds. You feel every drop of water upon your skin.
Alan, finish your Titan lore. Bob's being a filthy xenophile. And then Cheerio, get on topic like the big Bobby G getting inside your race.
What the I love how that has literally become a meme about Gilman and the they're fucking, and nobody mentions the fucking rogue trader that called Robo Gilliman Robu.
Considering talking about
Nobody
Ukraine.
nobody talks about the rogue trader that literally called Gilliman to his face, "Hey Robu."
Hey, Robu.
He literally has a pet name for the fucking Primarch.
The fuck?
Ash, am I gonna have to fucking go fly to your fucking
Bob,
country
where's
and pay
Eldar
for your
girl clothes?
and pay for your fucking therapy? Because it's starting to get a little weird here at this point. Ash parts of the bag. I'm starting to think you're right, Professor.
Like Romeo and Juliet, except it's Yarick and Gaz. Oh my god.
As I was saying. But without the protection of a true Eldar path, the individual is more likely to be driven crazy or succumb to self-destructive urges. The worst fate of all of them is known as the Path of Damnation. But no Eldar ever speaks of this path or has known to walk it, except there is one. The first Phoenix Lord of the Striking Scorpion supposedly walked the Path of Damnation. It's also the one that ruined for all the Eldar, so he could be forgiven for some things. But basically, this path is, as I called it, the path of the moody teenagers, mostly followed by young, inexperienced, or disgraced Eldar who leave their craft worlds to wander the stars. If you've ever played the game Rogue Trader, Yarlet is one who walks the path of the outcast.
Well, yeah, she says it several times.
Well, not everybody's played the game, Alan.
Well, people
Hey.
who haven't played the game probably don't know her.
Hush, Gregory. Some people don't pay attention to the lore. Anyway,
Isn't that the whole point we're here?
yes, that's why I assume, it's quit trying to make logic. Sometimes the path of the outcast is more nicely referred to as the path of the wandering. And most of the time, these Eldar are known as Ashtir and become rangers. Big, long-gunned elves. And they most times will only return to the craft world for one of two reasons: to forsake the path of the outcast, or when the craft world is in grave need. As in, I don't know, a Slaaneshi invasion. Other outcasts become pirates and corsairs, aka pirates by a different name. And of course, to the other things. The path of the player is a path that draws Eldar who keep the legends and myths alive through song, dance, and art.
The drama club.
Yes, the drama club, but without becoming an actor. The path of the savant is basically Eldars who study science and history dispute their knowledge, aka path of service It's basically healers, basically those who become anybody the Imperial would describe as a menial. Not everybody can be a fighter pilot, but anybody can load the bombs onto a fighter.
I gotta move
And
this. I'm gonna get shade all over my arm if I don't move this. Oh, open the gate, close the gate, open the gate a little.
Now hear me out. Nothing good comes from hear me out.
Plumbers. Oh.
Now we have the path of the witch. Seers walk. The longest, most treacherous, most complex, and most pain in the dick to find lore about of the past. The ones that create spirit seers, Wraithguard, warlocks, and the bone singers. It's basically if you're a psyker, this is your path. If you're an incredibly powerful psyker, because all elves are slightly psychic. They specialize in the handling of spirit stones for Wraithguards, warlords. Basically anything that goes, wait, it's your doom!
Is it just
And
nerds?
throws lightning,
Nerds.
that's the path of the seer.
I heard the nerds soundbite go out.
Nerds! And the funny thing about being a Eldar Farseer in that, eventually you become what's known as a Crystal Seer. You want to know what that's called? Why it's called becoming a Crystal Seer?
Why is that?
That their minds become so closely linked with the wraithbone of the craft world, their physical bodies grow dormant and slowly turn to crystal.
Oh God. That doesn't sound good. You become your spirit stone.
You basically in your body, your spirit forever within the psychokinetic conductive infinity circuit. But you're more when you do this, you're more able to interact with the living world. It's not so much as you having to dive into the infinity circuit. A better way to describe it is calling a buddy who lives down the street compared to making a long distance call across the globe. Next, the most populous path of those of BL10. The path of the warrior. The aspect warriors. We all know them. I've talked about a few of them. The dire avenger, the howling banshee, the striking scorpion, the swooping hawk, the dark reapers, the crimson hunters, the warp spiders.
The meowing cat.
No, it's the neon cat.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm my bad.
Eagle pilots, shadow specters, shining spears. These are the path of the warrior, those who feel the calling to shed blood in defense of the craft world and their people. But there is a catch to this path, and there is a danger, for those who lose themselves on the path can never leave it again. These individuals become known as exarchs, and the chief exarch is always a Phoenix Lord. Basically, imagine you, how do I say this? We all know the patriotic feeling to protect one's home, right?
Okay.
Now you know those crazy fuckers who are so good at war they just start to enjoy it.
Yes.
That's an exarch.
Isn't that the guy? Technically, the next art would be the guy who literally didn't he? Wasn't he like a special forces sniper back in Canada? And he said he couldn't live in civilian life, so he went to volunteered for the war in Ukraine.
Yes, that would basically be an exarch, one who cannot leave the path of the warrior. It always calls them back. All of these other paths, one can step off of and return to. It's the path of the warrior that's seemingly the claws of Kayla Mencha Kane. When they get in, they don't let go. Bit of a terrifying sight. What was it? A lifetime at war? Has man gone insane?
Yep.
As such, the path of the warrior. Now there is one other path, and I left it for last, but I couldn't find the fucking phrase. Give me a few more seconds. I'm going to try to find it. Because there's a beautiful statement about the final path I'm going to speak of.
Do you need some time?
Not really.
I was gonna say, because if so, Alan could shout out one or two people. One of which being Buddy, who said hi this early stream.
I mean, if Alan wants to, it just gives me a second to get my
Yeah.
phrasing down.
That's
Okay,
why
I'll
I
talk
asked.
to people.
By
Well,
all means.
These booty cheeks are gonna be black.
Garlic phone. What the fuck? What did I miss?
I'd be up for
Excellent.
garlic phone. I'm assuming it's Gartic phone.
He's shooting.
X gonna
An
get
eagle.
X are gonna give it to you.
Hey!
What the fuck
Get
is that?
fucked, you stupid bird. Ow!
Oh shit! Ah!
But yes, the final path, the path of command. The path that always leads to ruin. Path of the leader. An elder whose passion for military
Okay.
campaign and
You're so
strategy goes
goddamn
beyond
proud right
even
now.
those of the path of the warrior.
Hillary turns around.
Oh, hold
It's
on. We
members-
got a clip for X.
What did you do?
Sabina,
Do you realize that you're going to bring the entire community down on me now?
Sabina pulls out the window and hands Vera back to Levi and goes, Levi, I couldn't help myself.
Levi is just dumbfounded that you not only fired out your own free will, but you fucking nailed the first shot.
Does this mean we're not going to Milan?
I think we might have to go to Milan now.
No, it does not mean that, and this is not over.
Sabina,
It is progressive.
Sounds like
Sabina walks
Ugh.
to the
It,
doorway and goes,
sounds kind of like
I'm
our basic
sorry,
D&D
madame,
sessions.
but
why
perhaps
you
you
kill this
better
person?
leave now. I'll help you.
There's
You don't
always
have a lot
only
of
one
ties
person
here,
who
do you?
has the brain cells, and he doesn't want to fucking share. But yes,
Oh,
That's our
real quick, also, I'm just going to cut you off for a second, Bob, so I know you love it. Real quick, for those of you that watch our Inquisitor Rejects or like to, I did put our last session on YouTube, so it should be on our YouTube, our backlog.
and we will be having another episode this Sunday, right, Kyle?
It's supposed to be yes, as long as everybody is available.
I'll go.
Everyone's
punch
available.
I'm
Which
gonna
is
break
what we've
people's
been having
kneecaps.
issues with lately. We haven't had many episodes the
Uh-oh.
last bit.
Kyle. Bob, why'd you do that?
Because he kept interrupting me.
Oh,
That doesn't work.
Okay, well, if you really want me to sound like this, then so be it. Here I am.
I have a free Sunday and 13. Cicero, I'm gonna ask you to be nice. And
I
not
feel like
murder
there's going to be a
people.
lot of wrath, ruin points being bought, and a lot of complications being made.
Are you spreading yourself out?
Welcome to Discord. Just in general, what I'm going to say, if anybody can understand me and hear what I'm saying, just go in general, go in the Inquisitorial Reject section, and in the general there, if you want me to lower the points of the complications so you can complicate more, let me know. And just right in there, just in the general of the Inquisitorial Reject, just say, hey, lower the complications. And if I get a couple things in there, I'll tell you what, I'll do it. So you complicate the party more. Right, guys? That sounds good.
All I know is my ears are bleeding.
Fuck is using a mic they bought at Dollar Tree. You see, I broke Kyle's mic.
Bob paid for this.
No, Kyle, now you're Kauai.
Oh, they got overwritten.
Right, now I can give all the oohs and the ahs.
let's wrap this up quickly. The Path of Man, basically all its members are all target
Guy,
leaders. Of
extra noses pounces on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Ooh, couldn't help but notice your boats from across the floor. Noses are Nicky Wakey till gamer till they
This
hee
is why
Guy, extra noses pounces on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Ooh, couldn't help but notice your boats from across the floor. Noses are Nicky Wakey till gamer till they hee
I was saying, they have all walked. To become an Altark, there's a good saying. Only when you have soared through the morning skies on wings of flame can you understand the hawk. Only when you have fallen screaming upon those who know they are already dead can you understand the banshee. Only when you have annihilated those who would oppose you can you truly understand the power of the dragon. And only one who has traveled but ultimately turned away from each of these paths can understand the Altark.
So the way to become an autarch is you have to become a master of several warpaths.
Yes, basically, Kane can't get his claws into you on any single warpath as you're walking it.
And that's how you become a 5-star general.
Yeah, basically. And Altarks are incredibly fucking dangerous. Altarks can go toe to toe with chapter masters. Don't ask me what happened. Don't ask him what happens when you try to think, oh, that means I can go toe to toe with a Primarch.
It's called pulp.
It's called They tried this once. 3 of them thought they could take on the Great Khan.
Of course, take on the fucking Mongolian Sonic the Hedgehog.
Jagatai basically bobbed and weaved for a good solid minute and just went, I expected better. Insulted them to their face and goes, they are not worth me drawing my sword. And let his Marines just shoot the shit out of them. It's like,
Yeah, no, but seriously, Jagatai is Mongolian Sonic the Hedgehog, okay? Good luck.
Jesus Christ, what's the chat talking about right now?
And then you
Hey, more of those. Kyle is talking like a British drunkard. I swear that song is auditory 9/11. Oof. Fine, there it is, the filthy king. I led you into the room with a cup of blood and a sword and...
the path of the young king. Technically not a path, but when all things hit the shit fan, the Eldar will invoke what's known as the ritual of the young king. Which, Alan, have I ever explained this to you?
Nope.
When things look dark for the Eldar, every craft world has what's known as a shrine of Kala Mensha Kane, the bloody-handed god. And
Blooded-handed.
I said that, the bloody-handed god.
You said blooded. It sounded like you said blooded-headed.
The bloody-handed god.
What if you said head, not hand?
Anyway, in each one of these temples, there is a massive statue of Kala Mensha Kane, sitting on a throne. The ritual, and inside of it, there's a shard of the god, the Eldar god of war and murder. When things look terrible for the Eldar, they will send an Exarch in, all dressed up. They're always referred to as the Young King, because back in their ancient history, Cain almost took over all of the Eldar creation. Till one Eldar defied him, Eldanesh. And Cain murdered him. It's with his blood that his hand forever drips. So, to awaken the shard of Kala Mensha King, they celebrate this mockery of a mortal defying a god. This gets, understandably, the Shard of Cain very upset, and the door shut. Nobody knows what happens to awaken a Shard of Cain. Did I say shard?
Yes.
Yeah, it sure sounded like it.
A shard of Kala Mensha Cain.
Well, would it be like, oopsie whoopsie, I made a fucky wucky woo? I said sharts.
What do you say, Bob?
That was.
I was trying to get more clips of him saying it.
That was a verbal fucking flashbang. It hurt.
Why would you want to awaken a shard of Cain? Heresy detected. God damn it.
No, defected.
Oh, defected. Oh, God.
No, my bad. We
I think the
both said it
professor
wrong.
had a stroke.
No, I think he meant to say defecated.
Oh, God.
But yes, and when the Avatar awakens, for some reason the Eldari are tougher to hit, tougher to wound, hit harder, and they all have a fanatical warlust that would make the most insane death cultists blush.
Okay then.
I got more strokes than a 60-year-old who found late night cinema. Does that mean that the Avatar makes the birding poo? I'm not going to live this one down.
No, you're not.
Bernie.
But as I was saying, it's an Avatar of Cain, and as much as the joke is, oh, the Avatar of Cain is just simply a pushover, and he gets the Worf treatment because everybody's defeated an Avatar of Cain herder. Lore-wise, an Avatar is so bloody fucking dangerous that its weapon can truly kill demons. Before the Emperor's Sword got reintroduced, that was the only thing that could truly put a demon down for good.
Oh.
And they were incredibly dangerous. And then everybody started giving them if anybody's seen Star Trek, the Worf treatment.
What?
The Worf treatment.
I've never seen Star Trek, so
I'm certain one of the Brits will understand what I mean.
Is that like when you fight the boss, he's hard as shit, but then he joins your party, then he's a kitten?
Basically, yes.
I had a feeling that's what you were talking about.
It's the Worf treatment. Basically, Worf was a Klingon, and in Star Trek, Klingons are supposed to be these incredibly dangerous, strong, and powerful warriors. And every other episode, Worf gets his ass beat.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because he's no longer the boss. He became a party member, and now he sucks.
Like I say, Logar, for fuck's sakes, overpowered an Avatar of Cain.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't Logar like the weakest of all the Primarchs, too?
Yes, the strongest being Vulcan. Natural strength, I should say. We've already seen the greatest feat of strength from one of the Primarchs.
Angron. Who flipped over a fucking Titan.
He flipped over a Titan? What?
Well,
yes.
During the Shadow Crusade, right? They got pinned down by a Warhound Titan and it tried to squish Logar. Stop on him.
Okay.
Logar closed his eyes thinking it's the end, and he realized it didn't come, and he looked up and he saw Angron standing there bench pressing this fucking shit going, I don't know how long I can hold it, brother.
Why would Angron save Logar?
Because they were the closest. Those two were very close.
Yeah, Angron actually saw Logar as a true brother. That's also why Logar believes he saved Angron, his brother, in his own twisted way. Kind of like how Conrad Curtis technically had one friend in all the Primarchs. Fulgrim.
Well, it's because we're not going to get into those jokes with this crowd.
With this crowd.
But no, actually, believe it or not, yeah, Conrad Curtis and Fulgrim were actually pretty close too.
Ugh. But yeah,
I had no idea.
Hysterical strength be insane.
I just look up and see fucking shovel in all caps. I raised them a shovel in positive attitude. Shovel! The 1999 40K Rights of War. had a CGI kind of intro where the Yandin performed the ritual to awaken the Avatar.
Yes, that is known
Huh.
as the ritual of the young king.
Logar is the last kid picked for Dodgeball. Fulgrim equals burning rubber. Oh god. Logar has remote control to the nails and pressed Happy Tree Friends button many times. Happy Tree Friends and Friends. I forgot about that show.
Yeah, let's just put it this way. The quickest way to end up dead is insulting Logar in front of Angrod.
I want the Fulgrim snake model. Yes, I agree. That would be nice to have.
You know who? Okay, again, since we're talking about Primarchs, you want to know who I would actually love to see come back and actually be given, well, two Primarchs to have their redemption arc is Perturabo when you finally give him his fucking Lincoln logs and tell him to go build something, just not war related.
That's not going to happen anymore. He's a demon prince. I know, it doesn't make sense to me either. But for some reason, he became a demon. Even though his whole shtick is beating the shit out of demons and stuffing them into power cars.
I thought they didn't like demons over there.
That's what
No,
I
they
thought
don't.
too.
And the second one is, well, technically, it has been somewhat teased that the Emperor can turn them back.
Yes, through the Plague War book. But
Yes.
you know what I would like to see?
Hmm.
The Phoenician versus the Phoenix.
I want to see that. Well, you forgot. There's one more person I want to see come to get a redemption arc, and that's motherfucking Ankron. The guy deserves to get the nail taken out of his head and given the world's warmest hug.
Full Boogrim.
And anyone who does not agree with that is an asshole.
Just remember, the whole reason why he got the snails is because the Eldar.
Yes, but still, he deserves to get those nails taken out of his head, given a hug, and getting goddamn his dog cloned and given back to him.
But with many boobs. All the boobs. The full boob grim. Anybody's else butt itch? What the fuck is
What the hell is going on with chat?
What the fuck's going on with chat?
I was trying to ignore it and hope it went away.
Ash, Yarick is dead. You can't have a redemption arc from the grave.
Well, I don't think so, because we're gonna get one of two commissars back, because they said they're gonna do a commissars book series.
Oh god, you know what would be something kind of funny?
What?
Could you imagine Commissar Kane and Commissar Yarick teaming up?
Oh dear God! It just became panicking, thinking he's gonna see through me at any moment.
And Yarick is just like, let's go kill shit.
Yarick's not dead. He just went home.
He went home to the fluffy farm. He's running around murdering all the orcs.
He's telling
Yes,
them
he's on
about...
the farm, guys. Don't worry. Yark's still around.
Don't worry. He's just telling people about the rabbits.
Yeah, and all the fluffy rabbits.
Kane would be dead after the first chapter. I seriously doubt that. Rabbit squigs. Ella, is that a thing?
What?
Rabbit squigs.
You know, possibly.
That wouldn't shock it.
That wouldn't shock me.
Uh-oh, I think we started a fight between the Yarick lover and somebody who likes Kane. If orcs believe it. Oh, fuck, I can't believe you made me say it that way. But yes, the Eldar paths. The last path being the path of the young king. Any questions, Kyle?
Is that what we're ending on? The young king?
Yeah, the Eldar basically becoming a angry sacrifice to a pissed off, beaten god. And for context, just to put things back in the shape of the humans, remember when the Eldar Pantheon, when Slaanesh was born, the Eldar Pantheon were destroyed completely. Ishtar was captured by Slaanesh, only to be freed and taken prisoner by Nurgle. Kane was shattered in 1,000 pieces. Chegorath had to flee to the Webway.
Correct. Because he's kicking.
all four of the dark gods feared to even go 4v1 with the master of mankind until he was at his weakest. Suck it, Xenos.
Clip it. Add it to the Uwu vault.
Fun fact, in the fantasy, also gets soul sucked when they die by Slaughter, so they use that dimension stones that get yep.
Oh, you want to hear something I kind of learned recently that I thought was kind of hilarious? Well,
Hmm.
not recently, a little while ago. Fun fact, Kyle, did you know that technically the Skaven from Fantasy and the Eldar have canonically met?
Really?
Yes. There was a story in which what's it called? There was a story in which the Skaven were burrowing, trying to find more warp storm, and they dug into the webway.
Oh.
And then the Eldar and the Skaven just stared at each other. And the Skaven blew up the mine, and the Eldar shut that part of the webway.
They're just like, nope.
They just stared at each other like, nope.
I'm not ready to unpack that.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm about to say, I think Nightbot and because not the Scarabs are fighting again.
The Scarabs are always fucking fighting. There's nothing new. Eat Taco Bell so your bowels have more DACA.
Yeah, Kyle, Stream Elements and Nightbot are fighting again.
Oh, yeah, I see that. I don't know why they both gotta go at it, but they do. Skaven's digging into a tomb world and stealing stuff. Well, that would not be a good thing for them.
Could you imagine them digging into Trajan's vault?
Trajan has a rat problem.
The problem is the rats are man-sized and they carry funny weapons.
Oh god, I could just imagine the Skaven and the goddamn Necrons fighting. It doesn't matter how powerful the weapons are. There's just so many rats.
There's a lot of them.
You played Total Warhammer 3, Kyle. Have you ever fought the rats?
Once, yeah, I did.
Do you remember how many fucking rats there were in the map?
It was early game, so not a lot, but I can imagine there being a lot of them.
You know what? You know what we're just coming up with, right?
Huh?
The next platform, the Infinite and Divine 2.
Fucking Trajan calling Orkin. Help! The rats! I have a bunch of rats stealing my shit!
More like Orkin going, Trajan, I need your assistance because I think it's you who unleashed these things. What are you talking about, dear colleague? There are rats of unusual size. Rats of unusual size? Of exceeding its size. How do you figure? Hands over to Orkin strangling a fucking storm vermin.
And the smacking him with its fucking staff. Oh god, I can see. All right, go ahead, GW. You go ahead and have this. We just want a little bit of kickback.
Listen.
GW, I'll let you have whatever you want. Just let me play Space Marine 2 early.
Hey,
Yeah.
I will do one better. Just let Alpha Booza continue if the Emperor had text to speech.
Oh god, yes.
I beseech thee.
All I want for Christmas.
My life will be yours.
I love that. Catherine saw a Hell Pit Abomination and asked his lord, "Can we keep it, please? I'll be good."
That'd be an Iron Lord, and you fucking know it.
Oh my god, I want to see this happen. Oh, can you imagine the Skaven bringing that weaponry back into fantasy? Next thing you know, like, we are gonna fight the. All of a sudden, his head gets taken off.
Oh my
by
god,
a
the
fucking
Skaven
las cannon.
stealing and eating warp corrupted stuff on a Chaos Marine ship.
Is there a Sabaton in 40k universe? Imagine those songs.
Oh, Jesus. There's already a few that I found that almost fit the Sabaton theme.
Oh, if they like did like Imperial Guard stuff,
Oh yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
even smell like fantasy French. No, no, that would be the actual French Ash. Yes, in fantasy there are Frenchmen. Even smell like the real French. Yeah, no, I'll give you that one. Bretoria. Oui, oui.
I guess there's at least there's one thing that you and Ash can both agree on. You don't like the French.
Nobody likes the French.
Have you seen? Please tell me you've seen some of the fucking memes
Nah.
about Frenchmen trying to pickpocket Americans.
No.
Let me tell the story. The guy tried to steal a guy's wallet, so the guy picked him up overhead and chucked him down 5 flights of stairs.
Damn.
And the guy was an Olympian.
Oh, what about the one the guy who put batteries in his wallet? So every time someone would go pickpocket, they got shocked so bad it literally had to send people to the hospital with irregular heartbeats. And when the police caught him and caught him and confiscated his wallet, he had 30 of them.
It made so many jokes the first night of the Olympics. The fact they had to have the Americans follow the Germans was for insurance. Yeah. My favorite one was a guy tried to run off with, I can't remember which team was it. It was one of the American Olympian gold medals, and he ran into the locker room of that guy's team. And he supposedly fell down 37 times and hit every part of his fucking face, ribs, side, chest.
Oh, there's another one too. A guy was eating lunch with his girlfriend, and a pickpocketer went to go grab his wallet, and a guy glued razor blades to his wallet, and so he had fucking bleeding gashes all down his hand. He then went to the police and talked and was trying to get the guy in trouble. You know what his response was? Oh, I put razor blades on my wallet so that way I can just shave with it.
Yeah,
and he got away.
Don't you shave with your wallet?
Yeah, it's a 2 for 1. It's his dumb fault for grabbing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, the police let the guy walk away, and so did the pickpocketer.
The one thing that unites our entire community, as small as it is, making fun of the French.
Hey Kyle. Havenex? I can't remember his name. He's pitting your favorite thing right now. Terrain.
Who?
HVN7ERX.
Oh, are you looking for like the raid stuff?
Yes.
Are you telling me you're getting ready to call it a day?
Dude, I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep in the stream right now.
Oh, Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor soul.
Yeah, he's building terrain. Your favorite.
Well, your favorite cat VTuber is playing Darktide again.
Oh, yeah. I didn't notice that. I mainly got it just for Bob.
I hope you stub your toe on every Lego known to man.
Well, I'll let our chat decide. Do you want to watch somebody paint terrain, or do you want to watch a cat VTuber play Darktide? Let us know. For it sounds like we're going to be raiding soon. The Turkish sharpshooter is my hero. I love all the memes that I saw with that. Oh my gosh.
I think what you mean to say is the Turkish
the assassin
man.
Yeah, exactly. I saw the stuff about that, like the memes and stuff. Oh, it's so good.
I want to watch Hunter, but ooh.
Heresy detected.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm literally falling asleep right here.
I'm fine with it. I mean, we got our hour in, so that's what we normally shoot for.
Poor Alan falling asleep.
Yes. It's not
Oh,
my fault, Bob.
I
that-
can roll a
that always-
dice. I can say like 1 through 10 is
Oh my God, he's
Hunter.
raw dogging it. He's
11
not
through
doing the
20 is
sacred oils.
your cat. Sound fair? Maybe?
Huh? What?
You guys stopped answering me.
I fell asleep.
I'm just rolling the dice. Here we go. Let's see. 14, we're doing the cat. Okay, time to hit the bed. See ya Sunday, rejected nerds. All right, yeah, we'll see you for
Yep.
Sunday
Cheerio.
for in Crystal Rejects. We should be having it still. Shouldn't be changing.
Oh, we
anything.
fucking better.
Bob got Lucille and he wants to use it more.
I do. I want to use Lucille more.
Alrighty. Well, as that's going, why does it do this every time? It's so annoying. There. Okay, well, while that timer's going down, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I want to thank you all for being here for the Other Floor Show. I got Bob's first tank done officially now, so this tank is officially done. I got to get on the other tank, but I'm going to repaint it because fuck painting it black like he did to me on the first one.
Listen, the corners, the edges.
Got my little Mechanicus guy here pretty well good to go. I got him all shaded, and I just got to do the base. And then now I'm working on the assassin chick. So getting her going, and then I have the actual road trader herself, and then my rogue trader kill team will be done. I can get them off my shelf. I will have to paint good old Pamela Anderson.
Infinity of the God Emperor, our undying
Some
Lord,
point.
and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I declare exterminatus.
You need to paint it black or the colors don't match properly. Kyle don't know anymore.
Apparently, 14 was Hunter, but you fucked up.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay, well, whatever. I got the cat going. Anyways, this has been the Alert Show. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night. Goodbye.
Have a good one.